May every word I speak be true. May nothing be distorted by pride or personal agenda. May my words be simple, clear, and guided by the highest truth and by the spirit of oneness. May I never speak falsely or claim as knowledge what I do not know. So, where do you begin? I want to talk about what is happening in the world today. But to understand what is happening today, you have to know the history, the context, the major events, and the forces that have shaped our world. I'm not an expert, but I know what I know. What I have heard, read, meditated upon, and confirmed through contemplation. What has been revealed to me as true. I understand that in our time, we all have our own understandings of the world, and we have become such relativists. Although I do not claim to know the absolute truth, from what has been revealed to me, I know there is an absolute truth. I feel it, that oneness. Yet history is like a sea of many stories. How do you know a story is true? Because it endures. It repeats itself again and again. Truth has been passed down through generations. Truth does not require anyone to believe in it in order to be true. And it withstands scares. We have torchbearers who have carried the light so that it lives and continues to live in our hearts. Through study, contemplation, and meditation, the completeness of the world you are living in begins to reveal itself within you. Everything becomes clear and meaningful. From my own explorations, I have found that the world is very different from what our current scientific, material understanding and our senses tell us. The material world is only a fraction of a greater reality. When we indulge in the material world for too long, we become trapped. The world we are actually living in can be known by examining ourselves. When we turn our senses inward, we discover a completely different, infinitely expansive reality that has its own structure. Our current understanding of the world is merely a projection, a reflection of what is within our souls. The essence of the world is found within the soul, the divine presence, and the relationship between them. If we forget the soul, the world loses its meaning. Pleasures become empty. Jesus asked, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul?" Gospel of Mark 8:36, also Gospel of Matthew 16:26. We begin at the center of our mandala. As we awaken, we realize that every mandala is part of one great mandala. That is the wisdom the ancients sought to pass down through generations. That truth. In the Old Testament, God creates humanity in His own image. Book of Genesis 1:27. Genesis also tells us that God breathed the breath of life into humanity. Genesis 2:7. Knowing your soul is the crux of your existence. When we know ourselves, we come to know God. And when we know God, we come to know ourselves. There are many traditions that have preserved and passed down this wisdom, though they diverged as time went on. Like streams flowing from the same source, God revealed Himself through them in different ways. Those who turned towards God were led according to their own path to accomplish their ultimate purpose. And eventually all the streams merged to come back to to the same source. We once walked in the gardens of paradise, living in harmony, in right consciousness, and in communion with the land and the cosmos. Now we are called to return to that original state of existence, that state of Adam Kadmon. Our journey is to return to that harmony. The Bible concludes with a vision that mirrors its beginning: creation restored, humanity reconciled with God, and peace made complete. Book of Revelation 21:22. As it was in the beginning, so it shall be in the end, for the sake of eternal peace.